What if I told you that you're practicing 7 specific money habits every day that virtually guarantee you'll stay poor forever? And rich people have completely eliminated these habits from their lives. Today, I'm exposing the 7 financial behaviors that are silently destroying your wealth-building potential. These aren't obvious mistakes like overspending. They're subtle psychological patterns that even financially educated people fall into. Rich people recognize these habits as wealth killers and have systematically removed them from their decision-making process. Poor people practice them daily without realizing the devastating compound effect. If you want to stop sabotaging your financial future, hit that subscribe button right now. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which habits are keeping you broke and how to eliminate them starting today. Here are the 7 money habits that separate rich people from everyone else. Money habit number 1 that keeps you poor. Asking how much does it cost instead of how much does it make? Poor people's first question about any purchase is always the price. Rich people's first question is always the return on investment. When poor people see a $500 online course, they think that's expensive. When rich people see the same course, they ask, will this generate more than $500 in additional income? This single mental shift changes everything. Poor people see expenses. Rich people see investments. Rich people buy things that appreciate in value or generate income. Poor people buy things that depreciate and create ongoing expenses. Before any purchase over $100, ask yourself, will this make me money, save me money, or make me more valuable in the marketplace? If the answer is no, don't buy it. Money habit number 2, waiting for the right time to start investing. Poor people are always waiting for perfect conditions. They'll invest when they have more money, when the market stabilizes, when they understand everything perfectly. Rich people understand that time in the market beats timing the market. They start investing immediately, even with small amounts, because compound interest requires time to work. Warren Buffett started investing at age 11 and called it one of his biggest mistakes. He started too late. The right time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. Stop waiting for perfect knowledge or perfect market conditions. Start with whatever amount you have right now, even if it's just $25 per month. Money habit number 3, focusing on saving money instead of making money. Poor people spend enormous mental energy finding ways to save $5 on groceries, while rich people spend that same energy finding ways to make an extra $500. Saving money has a ceiling. You can only cut expenses so much. Making money has no ceiling. Rich people understand that their income is their greatest wealth-building tool. They invest in skills, education, and opportunities that increase their earning potential rather than obsessing over minor cost-cutting. Instead of spending an hour searching for coupon codes, spend that hour learning a new skill that could increase your income by thousands of dollars per year. Money habit number 4, believing that debt is always bad. Poor people avoid all debt because they only understand consumer debt, credit cards, car loans, and personal loans that make other people rich. Rich people distinguish between good debt and bad debt. Good debt puts money in your pocket. Bad debt takes money out of your pocket. Robert Kiyosaki borrowed money to buy rental properties that generate more monthly income than the mortgage payments. The debt literally pays for itself while building equity. Rich people use other people's money to buy appreciating assets. Poor people use other people's money to buy depreciating liabilities. Learn the difference between debt that makes you money and debt that costs you money. Money habit number 5, working for money instead of having money work for you. Poor people trade time for money in a linear relationship. They work more hours to make more money, but there are only 24 hours in a day. Rich people create systems where money generates more money without their direct involvement. They own businesses, investments, and assets that produce income while they sleep. This is the fundamental difference between being rich and being high income. High-income people still trade time for money. Rich people have broken that equation. Start building income streams that don't require your active participation. This could be dividend stocks, rental properties, online businesses, or royalty-generating assets. Money habit number 6. Making financial decisions based on emotions instead of mathematics. Poor people buy things because they feel good or avoid investments because they feel scared. Rich people make decisions based on numbers and probability. When the stock market crashes, poor people panic and sell at the bottom because it feels safer. Rich people get excited and buy more because the mathematics are better. Create clear criteria for your financial decisions before emotions get involved. Money habit number 7. Consuming financial information instead of acting on it. Poor people love reading about money, watching financial videos, and discussing investment strategies. But they never actually implement what they learn. Rich people consume less information, but take more action. They understand that knowledge without action is worthless. Set a rule. For every piece of financial advice you consume, you must take one concrete action within 48 hours. Now here's exactly how I transformed my own financial life by eliminating these 7 habits. 3 years ago, I was practicing every single one of these wealth-destroying habits. I was asking about price instead of value. I was waiting for the perfect time to invest. I was focused on saving pennies instead of making dollars. Then I discovered what rich people actually do differently, and everything changed. I used what I call the One Habit Challenge. Every month, I focused on eliminating just one wealth-destroying habit and replacing it with one wealth-building habit. Month 1, I stopped asking how much does it cost and started asking what's the ROI. Month 2, I automated $300 monthly into index funds, regardless of market conditions. Month 3, I learned digital marketing skills that increased my income by $2,000 per month. Within 12 months, I had completely transformed my relationship with money. Right now, I want you to pause this video and do one thing. Take out your phone and write down which of these 7 habits you practiced most recently. Be honest with yourself. Now choose just one habit to focus on eliminating over the next 30 days. Don't try to change everything at once. If you choose the investment habit, open an investment account today. Even if you only put in $25, the act of starting is what matters. If you choose the income-focused habit, commit to spending 1 hour this week learning a skill that could increase your earning potential. Remember, rich people aren't special. They just practice different habits consistently over time. Your current financial situation is the result of your current money habits. If you want different results, you need different habits. The 7 habits I shared today have kept millions of people poor for generations. But they've also created incredible wealth for those smart enough to do the opposite. Rich people eliminated these patterns from their lives years ago. The question is, will you eliminate them from yours? If you're ready to break these wealth-destroying cycles, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Next video, I'm revealing the specific investment strategy that allows rich people to grow their money 10x faster than everyone else. Your future wealthy self is waiting for you to make these changes. The only question is, will you start today, or will you still be practicing these wealth-destroying habits a year from now? The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next video.